All right, here is the inventor tutorial for the gear part. And this part is already created for you. It's on the website under an inventor tutorial link. So if you go to inventor tutorials and go to inventor tutorials link, it takes you back to my old website. And if you go to inventor tutorial files, then you find gear shaft. And we're going to take that gear shaft and we're going to then modify it to make it a gear. Alright, so if we click on the gear shaft, it should show up in the bottom left of the screen. And then if we just take that, it's an Inventor file. So we have to take it and actually drag it and drop it into Inventor. Then it should open up as an Inventor part, which it's trying to do right now. Now it's giving the option to update the appearance because Inventor is a newer version than when that gear shaft was created. So we'll say yes. Please update. And then the part should open up, and now we have our Inventor gear shaft. Now all we really want here is the gear. We want to get rid of the shaft. So we're going to go to Extrusion 1, where that was actually created. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to choose the option for Edit Feature. Now the original feature was made to be 4 inches long, and we're going to modify that to tell it just to be a 1/2 inch long because that's all the gear part is, and now I'm left with a 1/2 inch gear. Now this is an Inventor part file and we want to open it on SolidWorks for this project. So we're going to go up to File and we're going to go to Save As, and we're going to click this little arrow, and that gives us an option for Save Copy As. And we're going to save it as what's called a step file. So if we go down here to Autodesk Inventor Parts, that's not what we want because SolidWorks can't open Inventor Parts. And we're going to go to Step. Step is a generic CAD file that Inventor can save as and SolidWorks can open as. So it's going to be called Gearshaft 1 Step, and we'll make sure we save it somewhere. Alright, now once we have that step file saved, we want to go ahead and get rid of Inventor and go back to SolidWorks, and we're going to go to File, Open, and we'll navigate to where we saved that file. So in mine that's Engineering Classes, Introduction, Projects, Arbor Press, and let's see. Now if you notice, it didn't display in here because it's looking for SolidWorks files. So I'm going to have to go down here and change the file type. You could change it to all files, or you could just change it to show step files, which are right here. So I'll just say show step files. And it's not. So let's try all files. Now it's showing me all kinds of files. And it was called gear. Alright, and once you are successful in opening that, it's going to look something like this. And it's going to say, do you want to run the import diagnostics? Sure. It's basically SolidWorks just figuring out what this part's all about, and we can hit OK. And then say, do you want to proceed with the feature recognition? Sure. And it's checking it, and at this point it is now officially a SolidWorks part called the gear shaft. Okay, now we need, this is nearly perfect, we just need to put a keyhole on the front of it. So we're going to put a sketch on this front face. We're going to put a circle on it. Let's go ahead and look right at it. Front. And then we're going to have a notch cutout that looks something like that. I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to go up here to Add Relation. Say Add Relation. And clear this out. And tell this corner to be right on this circle. And tell them to be coincident, which puts them together. Then I can go to Trim. I'll say OK. Go to Trim. Trim to closest. I'm going to trim off that arc and that. So now I have a circle with a notch cut. So now I just need to put the dimensions on, and I need to center this. So it's not yet centered. So we're going to go to Add Relation. I'm going to tell this arc, it's not a circle anymore because it's missing a piece, it's an arc. And I'll just pick a piece of this arc. I'm going to tell them to be concentric. So it's now perfectly centered on that gear. And we'll say OK. I'm going to go to Smart Dimension. And I'm going to make this top width a 1/16 of an inch, 0.0625. And we'll say OK. And I'm going to tell the diameter of this arc to be 0.125, which is 1/8 of an inch. All right, and I'm going to tell the length of one of these sides to be a 32nd of an inch, which is 0.032, sorry, 0.03125 is a 32nd of an inch. It's going to look like that. And then I'm just going to go back to add relation. And I'm going to tell this straightaway and this straightaway to be equal to one another. And that'll center it on the top. And now it looks like that, and I'll hit OK. And features, extrude cut. And we're going to select this inside area and say cut through all. And voila. And there is our gear shaft.